So I think we were saying, I think the end result of this, what we have seen in states that have actually enacted shared parenting laws, is that you have a lot of lawyers really kind of freaking out on the front end. I don't know if they're concerned about billable hours or or whatever the issue is, but then after these 50-50 laws get enacted, we see lawyers actually pretty much do a complete 180, where they're like, oh, actually this freed up my time. I don't have to deal with these really petty arguments from
Hmm.
two good parents. Like they just, let's call it 50-50 and move on. And it actually gives them more time to deal with the actual cases where a kid is being harmed or there's some sort of abuse, or cases that are going to involve some sort of more extensive litigation.
Yeah, it was weird when the switch happened in Florida. They did not. I saw a lot of attorneys on TikTok talking about it, that were talking about how, even though the presumption now is 50-50, that there's no like guidance on 50-50, so it could continue with like the consistent like battling back and forth, which kind of undermines the whole statute.
Yeah.
But no, if you just take a step back to the shared parenting side of that, the equal parenting, um what is the real recourse that enables the reason to not have 50-50, right? Because if even if you went to the jury selection, right, and we had juries deciding, I can almost guarantee that you ask majority of Americans their opinion on like how parenting should happen, I don't think they're going to turn around and go, well, I think there should be one presumed parent.
Yeah.
I
Have you
think most
seen
of
the
the,
studies on that actually?
and I've
They,
only really saw what you've put out about
yeah.
it, because I've been learning the legal side of things more than the side that um supports that.
Yeah, so let me read one to you. I happen to have it close by. Let me read one to you. Actually, they've done studies like this all over the country, but this was one in Georgia. And you can find these on sharedparenting.org.
Okay.
It wasn't just them doing it. It was ResearchScape International is who actually did the polling. But yeah, in Georgia, 2% of adults, and this was just a random cross section of adults, not necessarily mothers or fathers or even people involved in the court process. Yeah, random adult voters in Georgia. So 92% believed that it's in the best interest of the child to have as much time as possible with each parent. And then 87% of people in Georgia said that they would support a change in Georgia law that awards children as much time as possible with each parent after a divorce or separation. Right. So basically, like supporting a shared parenting law, 87% of people in Georgia, and then 92% support the concept, but I guess just don't necessarily think we need a law change. So yeah, like the overwhelming majority, and that's the same. I mean, in Georgia is one of those places that doesn't even have the law right now.
Mhm.
There are a lot of states where these numbers are actually even higher. Pushes up to like 95% or whatever. So yeah, the overwhelming majority of adults actually support equal shared parenting, a
Mhm.
law or a presumption or a policy or whatever you want to call it. But just for whatever reason, most states do not have that in place.
Doesn't that make you wonder, like, we have so many that support it, but yet judges don't?
Yeah, right. No, yeah, it's the wildest thing. Like the judges and the lawyers. I mean, we've got research from pediatricians, from counselors, from child psychologists, social workers. Like we've got hundreds of studies over the
Mhm.
last. If you've seen any of my videos, I use this line a lot because it's true. We've got probably like over 200 studies over the last like 40 or 50 years, all basically saying the same thing, that kids thrive and do better when they have both parents actively involved in their lives. So we've got people from every profession, every demographic saying the same thing, and then you have really the biggest opponents to this are family law attorneys, and then
Judges.
judges who seem to not want their discretion taken away, right?